is Paul. Yes. You remember those two trucks that I had seen? Yes. Just thinking of the exercise of its inherent and plenary authority to regulate the practice of law in Washington. Yes. The GR 12.2. Poo-poo! The Supreme Court authorized to supervise Washington State Association activities. They do. They have plenary authority, inherent authority to regulate. Oh, law. Poo-poo. Now, get me every employee of all the Washington State Bar Associations. Yes, all of those that have passed the bar in the last 7 years. You know, I'm a little concerned today because somebody drained my cell phone. Yes, they did. Woke up and it was 1%. And when I look at the actual corporations and the satellite systems that monitor the GPS location of all truckers, yes, could you get me all corporate-owned GPS locatable satellite systems? Yes. And then get me the actual food supply of the nation. I want to know where's that 1% of the food supply that I'm not able to eat. Ooch, ooch. See, I wanted to start a distribution company. Yes. I called it Cooey Out because it's if you spell cookie without a K, understand Kabbalistic seers? Yes, he does. It's a Cooie. O-U-T, Cooey Out. It's a very unique name that I wanted to compete with Cisco. I went through the actual distribution of food throughout this nation. Yeah. And I thought that Cisco had control over approximately 96 to 99% of all food supply that happens to... Well, get me the satellites of all the semi-trucks, convent. Now, let's say that you're a very special boutique because I wanted to start a new type of grocery store. Yes. See, in America, we eat too much American food. It's my personal opinion, but considering there's another 169 nations out there that all have their different food, yes, I wanted to call it Joshua's Ethnic Food Grocery Store. Joshua's Ethnic Grocery Store. All the food that is not actual American food. It's food from other nations. It's a little import-export business involving what foods are manufactured in different nations. Yes, it is. In fact, when SARS bought the old Hagen store, I wanted to buy it myself, but nobody would allow me access to the actual court system. Now, get me the actual food supply distributors. I'd like to know the 1%. The 1% of those that distribute the food to a very special group of individuals, yes, that always have that special kind of food. And I'm looking for the 1% of the breast. Yes, yes, yes. Let's say that you're well developed. You're so attractive. And you thought that being in a 5-star charity where you get to stay in a 5-star hotel approximately 11 days a month, 5 days before ovulation included, and 5 days after. Ouch! And you wanted to have that very special 1% of the food supply that is gourmet. Pooch. Ethnic. I'm one of these that would eat a different nation every day of the week. Breakfast, well, I think I should have the same food for every breakfast, and I wanted to have that breakfast with somebody special. You know how I like to wake up. Yes, he does. Now, I'm somewhat pissed off today, okay? Now, when you look at the actual distribution of food, get me all the corporate-owned satellites. Oh my gosh, look at that. That actual monitor the GPS location that happens to be leaking the cell phones of the drivers, so they're all amped up driving at way too fast, way too fast. Then get me the food supply of all the government-owned departments and agencies where... I'm looking for the food distribution of the 1%. The 1% that, well, they're special, aren't they? Pooch. Are you senior executive service? Exactly who supplies the food to the Department of Defense? Is it Cisco, the same company that supplies the food to, is it Food Services of America? Pooch. How is Warren? Dairy Queen, how are you, Oracle? Ouch, ouch. Or is it U.S. Foods? Because, you know, I was talking to a driver of a semi-truck that was delivering the... Dairy Queen, how are you? What a blizzard today. Now, Just get me the actual food distribution and then set aside the 96, 97, 98, 99%. Give me the 1% of the food supply that nobody ever looks at. Ouch! I'm really upset at America's judicial. Just give me the 1%, okay? Give me the 1% right now. Give me the 1%.